18th pick in the NFL draft.
Hey, make us lunch. We're hungry.
Yo everybody, how you doing? King Dingbat here, and the NFL frenzy has begun. It is flying today, this morning, on Tuesday. Now, before I get into some Eagles stuff, which I'll do in the next video, I want to save this one for just kind of going around the NFL and the big moves that have happened today. Now, the first one and the first signing I want to talk about today happened really late last night, early in the morning, when the Chicago Bears signed Allen Robinson to I don't know how long it was, but a big contract. And he goes to the Chicago Bears. It reminds me a lot of what the Eagles were doing when the Eagles signed Alshon. They're trying to add weapons around Trubisky. I think it's a great move for them. Allen Robinson is one of my favorite receivers in the NFL, and I think the Bears made a huge move. The Bears, besides that, too, I mean, you can't forget, it's just being reported that they signed Trey Burton. They're going to sign Trey Burton, who I love. I hate to lose Trey Burton. And for you Chicago Bears who don't know much about Trey Burton, you're getting an offensive talent. If you can learn to block better and that kind of thing, you're going to have one hell of a tight end. I think Trey Burton has a lot of upside, and you're getting a really good player, in my opinion. And it's going to be very interesting to see what the Bears do going forward. I think the Bears are really modeling what the Eagles did last year, and it's going to be interesting. But I think the Bears are a fascinating team. Another signing was Sammy Watkins. Sammy Watkins signed with the Kansas City Chiefs today. I was hoping that maybe he would want more money and maybe teams would shy away from him and somehow he would get into a one-year contract thing like Alshon did last year, and then maybe the Eagles could do like a one-year deal or something, but that was just me being a dingbat, I guess. But Watkins does go to Kansas City, and Andy Reid, you know, is a guy who, if he can't develop Watkins into a good player, in my opinion, then Watkins will never reach his potential, because he's going to go into a position with talent around that team where Watkins should develop into a pretty good wide receiver. Andy Reid would know what to do. That Kansas City team obviously is looking to be more explosive. You know, they got a young, big arm quarterback in Mahomes I like a lot. And, you know, it's going to be interesting to see what Kansas City does, but I think that Sammy Watkins going there, it isn't really a surprise if you kind of know what Andy Reid likes. What else? Okay, the big one, I guess, that they're talking about on TV right now is Kirk Cousins is pretty much going to sign with the Minnesota Vikings. Now, Cousins goes to Minnesota, and looks like Casey Keenum is going to go to Denver. Kirk Cousins in Minnesota makes Minnesota better, no doubt about it. Kirk Cousins is a better quarterback than Casey Keenum. I think Cousins can win you games if you have a team around him. So it's going to be really interesting to see what DeFilippo does with Kirk Cousins. We saw what he did with Foles. And obviously, I think Minnesota is the Eagles' biggest threat in the NFC. And then I would say the Rams after that. But look, Kirk Cousins in Minnesota, not really a surprise, but I think Minnesota has definitely got better. Drew Brees signed with the Saints, kind of as expected. There was talk yesterday that he was going to sit there, or at least there was talk yesterday that Minnesota reached out. I don't know how true that was, but he signs with the Saints, so he's going to be back. And look, man, things are happening. Keenum is in Denver. Stupid move, in my opinion. I'm not a Casey Keenum guy. He showed me exactly what I thought he was in the NFC Championship game. But a lot of things going on. It's going to get even crazier before it's all said and done. And we'll see what happens. So with that said, I'll let you go. I'm going to put out another video now specifically talking about the Eagles. I think the Bears were a big winner today. I also think Minnesota has won today. And we'll see what happens. With that, take care. Talk to you later. And don't be a dingbat.